You can tell. I have a lot. I could tell. I had 5 bars. I go, this is a good place to stream ecological showcase. I'm that guy. Look at that guy. Oh, hey. Oh, as you can tell by the title, it's not going to make a lot of sense. I probably push to do this, but I realized I should have some videos that are not, I don't know, worth a damn. So I decided to make all of them. What are you talking about? Well, and I kind of realized that this is really kind of the only place to confess anything of the sort. I don't know. And so I don't know. I took, got things to do, stuff to memory, all that kind of stuff. Good place to do it. I mean, there are people, not that I can really talk about it, more or less anyway. So, Mom got a copy of this magazine, and I could parse through it. Oh, and I'm going to talk about some other stuff. So, I was getting towards the end of my routine, and I hurt half of my back, the right half of my back. It was really the one that helps you stand up straight. Like you want your back to, I guess if this is the shoulder blades, kind of collapse back and pull you up. Not stick your stomach out, not to in the muscle that I hurt, but when it just kind of pulls it back into the elbow muscle on our shorts. So I couldn't do the twist, and I took several days off. And as long as I didn't do that day, the back day, it was fine. Leaning like this is probably part of the issue. And so I thought I would go through and go through with what I've been eating and doing. So, ginseng, green tea. That's for during the workout, so I don't goddamn crash. Now, usually, I pour that, just the green tea, into this, and this is milk powder. It's part whey, part milk powder. But for a long time, I thought, we'll get to the magazine in a second, watch a different video, that dairy was really kind of slowing me down. And it does. It takes a lot of water, which I did not bring to do the rest of the trick. So, but I did it on purpose, intentionally. So, and vomit comment. Thank you for going. And I thought it's not the fat anymore. It was the lack of water. It was good for repair. So I went to the thing. I went to Monday as a heavy push day. Tuesday is a light pull, and I had to do a lot of the bushwhack. If you were really old, you know what a bushwhack is. So, and I hurt the front, is it posterior deltoid? And so that's a lot of trouble, but I hurt this shoulder. So, can't reach the top shelf, can't get to the back of the fridge, can't put the shirt on without some deal. I couldn't even roll out of bed by putting my elbow down and putting my hand here, rolling over. It was just bad. So a couple days go by, I got some fiber, I get some red meats, and this shoulder decides to sympathize and anguish at the same time. And so I can't do this. And I decided, I'm going to do it. Just take 2 hands and put them on bars and pick yourself up and down. I will do that with the legs back for now on. It works on the back a little bit. That's good. And I will do a pick shit up. Pick shit up. Pick up the throw it out the window. Sort of move. Don't do that. And it came to the point where it's like the shoulder calmed down after I took creatine. I'm not sure if that's a part of an element of protein, but I'm sure it's part of red meat. So that got a little better, the more creatine. my theory is that just like any wound, yes, the creatine went and healed it up and shored it up, but for it to heal, the surrounding area sort of has to sacrifice energy and focus. It gets very warm, and so I wrote in that last, whatever day today is, the last post about me. This is a video about me. They're all about me. That unless you don't want it to be comment. The something getting too old. The y'all. The what is unfortunate? Creatine helped eat. Oh, I had written that it. Thank you. That I had that these deltoids were swollen, and they were, but they were just kind of on fire. I had, torn them and beat them up, and it just wasn't ready to, just wasn't healed. And I've never had that pain here in the shoulder, rubbing the shit out of my shoulder. I hadn't had that pain before. I'd always, maybe in the bag, when I was a kid, I do believe I was very pained by growing pains in the legs and the calves. Had a little period I couldn't grow fast enough, slow enough, whatever. It hurt. On top of your shoulder, if I'm doing a good thing, put your hand up here and feel for the bone and kind of try to massage the bone, and then realize that it's definitely just tendon and bone. So there's a part of your arm where you can't lift forward because there's no, this is dumb looking, but there's no muscle right here. So you're really just tearing the shit out of your tendons. And the way I grew very fast to catch up with this larger, just expanding tendons and all that kind of stuff, that I couldn't, excuse me, I don't have short tendons, so some of the work I do is timing, because short tendons, and you in the arm, if I pull up, this muscle has to do less work and can focus on pumping outward, and so it's more of a physical thing, and that's part of the when they say physique is genetics. I also had to walk on my toes for a while because my legs just hurt that much. So maybe that's short tendons. I don't know. Which it might have been what I said. So today, talk about the dry milk. So I go to myself earlier, dry milk, it's fat-free, it's skim milk. Whey is extremely thin, but there are fewer carbohydrates, fiber to them. Sugar is really, milk sugar is lactose. And so that's good if you just want the protein and stuff before you go work out. But I like some carbs too. So instead of having to chug Gatorade, I can have the milk and the green tea and go in. I can try to give myself some time. And you don't want a stomach full of milk, you'll throw up. But generally, if your stomach is, if you're kind of hungry, the milk just kind of hits the spot. Cold milk makes your body try to produce heat. That's a waste of energy. It's a sink. And so where a scar, my shoulder, reminded by my own shoulder that the energy sort of has to be focused and given towards the mending process. It also has to be focused towards the stomach returning to its digestive states. So energy is added to the stomach, which is actually here. You know this. So instead of putting green tea in this, but I wanted to, that's not good. Don't dump that shit on me. I'm going to put one of these. This can has no address on it because I bought it at the store. So it maybe has the manufacturers and the suits. That guy has the black mulch truck. So we're going to see if this works, if this milk powder just absolutely overflows the lobes. Okay, let's try it. You want to try it there? Yeah. I don't feel so good about this. Oops, spilling already. Can't pay attention. You do you magazine. There we go. So, I used to have the old tablet with the camera. I would put it on the floor, and that would be way at a much farther angle. So, sorry about that if this is a little too, the whole video is awful. We're sugar-free energy drinking. And so, I don't need the sugar because of the carbs in the milk. Sugar is carbs. Sugar is carbs. It's very foamy. Not what I wanted. It's going to be a total... God, that's very foamy. Bubbles, McGee, that's very foamy. I don't know why she got this magazine. You know, you beg people to buy stuff, but just damn near everything is free online. If you know where the bush is, you can have the berries. So, well, I'm waiting for the... Look at that. Can you see that? That looks awful. That looks just awful. I'm also amazed at this phone on it. Nourish your guts. Find out how to achieve a balanced microbiome as the ecosystem of your stomach with these scrumptious recipes. Scrumptious is a word that means you like, that it's delicious and eaten fastly. Small little appetizer to scrump. Each packed with probiotics. Probiotics, you gotta say, is organic. Fiber. Like wood. Prebiotics, which would be the bacteria element. Fresh, organic bacteria, not fungal bacteria that grows on meat and is just disgusting. Not the smell of rotten flesh, but the smell of fermented vegetation. Bacteria. There's bacteria in cheese. That's what makes it cheese. That's what makes it bubble like that. What? I'm not making cheese. And other nutrients that are good for your gut flora. Flora means flowers, plants. But gut flora is such a weird way to put that because bacteria is not a fucking plant. Mother's Day treats, brain-powering foods. They'll fix your gut meal plan. I've also noticed that when I use the app, it says protein, fat, carbohydrates, that I typically go over the fat, and I didn't notice that. But it's good to have that in the morning, an avocado, eggs, stuff like that. Although I like to not have carbs at night, so this kind of goes at night. I don't have milk in it. If you have milk, you wake up with bad breath. That I don't know. Peanut butter, that still makes your mouth all gooky. I'm also thinking about going over to the cookie factory and just like, hey, I want to make cookies. See what they say. Breathe better naturally by doing yoga. That's what I learned. If you're doing yoga and you're talking, that's what the lesson I learned. Chickpeas are dope. I wish they would sell large bags of them dried. I would just soak them and make hummus all day. And I don't know. We'll see how long the stream goes. It's pretty dumb. Pretty dumb. The thinnest tacos I've ever seen in my life. That is crazy. That's almost like naan. The thinnest naan bread I've ever seen. Bites and Bites. 3 Ways with Mushrooms. Essential Rose. Clean Living Good. The book club. I'm having issues writing a positivity book or calendar. Just good advice. So, motivational speaker stuff. But I'm trying not to do it where you end up vague, where you say, you know, hey, don't quit. If you're the problem, get rid of the problem. And somebody would say, oh, I'm the problem. Because people are dumb. So, weak people are dumb. It's not one to do with the other. Compliments. You spelled compliments wrong, I think. Compliments. I feel like that's spelled wrong. Complements. And so we'll see. Mixie, fixie, please. Oh, this is so bad. This is bad. Alright, let's go some more. Detour. More juice. I should have just put the tea in there and had this for the curry workout. I just wanted to try something dumb. That's what this is. Very, very dumb. I'm gonna have to throw this out. I already fucking feel it. Herb chicken meatball marinara with zoodles and pesto. I don't know what a zoodle is. Alright, it is mixed. And this is dumb. Should we try it? Should we see the disgusting face? Alright, hold your breath. Okay. A little thick. It would have mixed better with the. And so you go, oh, well, your breath, if not makes your breath smells bad, you'll fucking have that. No! No! There's a garbage can too. Don't worry. No. So go in the gym, comb my hair. I have to take a shower. I haven't been to the gym in a week, so I have to take a shower for sure. For sure. Starting to smell like deodorant. Oh, there's another row. Supermarket guy. For sure. I always hate that I can't get to the back of the fridge. Like, if there's stuff in the back of the fridge, I don't like it. If I'm out every day, why not go to the store every day? Or just every couple of days. Not go every 2 weeks and buy stuff and then just have half containers of things that go bad. It seems really dumb. Of stuff they don't, I don't even eat. I only ever like to, eat like a dog. I'm the one that eats the one thing on a plate. I've already said that, but whatever. Or I will if you're going. YouTube, let me reverse the playlist by order. Foodie faves, tools, mind and body boosters, gear and gadgets. The other thing with the app, it says if I go to the workout and I do free weights and machine weights, that it's like 850 in the high end calories per hour. And I go for 2.5 hours, but I don't know if that's right, or I don't know if I walk and step it. So gear and gadgets, I might one day get an Android watch. I don't see the point of having Apple stuff. I don't like the proprietary nature, and I don't like the idea of the whole not being able to rip and move the music and stuff. Dig more into clean eating at cleaneating.com. 7 hearty spring salads. It's a bean fibery. You eat too much fiber, you'll get fat because your fiber takes some water, more than chicken noodle soup. A loaf of bread takes water to digest, so if you eat this big chunky salad there, you'll go, oh, I need vinegar dressing, or I need lemon water, or I need green tea. It's, you need to generally ease yourself into it without starving. That's why I say the carbs in the milk are at least fat-free. And when I punch in the data, the quantities into the Klingon Food app, I get to figure out what where it all adds up. It's for me as in bodybuilders. I don't. If I go over, I'll try to go over on the protein, which means usually means eating a piece of chicken before bed or something. I usually have been going over on the fat, so which is good. Your body, my stomach. I can eat just damn near anything, but I got the all the abs, and obliques, and everything under it. Yeah. I don't know where that was going. I just stopped for that, and I don't know why I stopped. Oh, here we go. Don't miss a thing. That's what I like to say. That's such a good thing. Don't have so much fun you miss out on life. This is, you should see this is grody looking. Grody looking shit. And I think, well, I won't try the last one I was talking about, but, you know, I'm this, look at this face. Remember this face. I'm this old, and I'm just now waking up to things. Did I personally believe that I could have woken up to, look at this guy's got all sorts of thoughts in his pictures and shit. Look at that. He's thinking, and things are going on inside of him. That I think I could have known it. You know, when you're a kid, you can learn some things and that the right way to do things and not know why until you're older. And then actually be the right thing. Breathe again. Lay down in the grass. I've never had spring allergies. I have fall allergies because it's dirty. The salt, the mufflers. You know, look at how pale I am when the goddamn. I know it's early to be talking about it, and maybe this is all. You want to hear something crazy, the Truman Show, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Some of the stories I tell are. That's all I can talk. You'll have to just go with that and guess that in person if something else. I don't know where that's buried in the show or not. How much of that is important to not explain. Nonetheless, something. Oh, so I'll just talk about that anyway. I know it's spring, but in the fall when most of the oxygen comes from the sea, bubbled up algae, water, bacteria, probiotic oceans that are big toilets. That if you ever talk about me about saving nature, once you stop New York from dumping their trash in the ocean, get wrecked. You want me to eat that? Your desalination plant, drink that water, plus you dump trash in there? Get wrecked. As everybody says it, I'm dead. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing. Lay down in the grass. Anyway, so there is some, oxygen from plants, but not the lion's share, not the regional share. That I think the dip in the oxygen makes you go breathe deeper, and then you get the mufflers, and then you get the dirt on the ground. That leaves in the dirty ground. I don't really have it. I have the one allergy, which is the dumbest I've never met, I've never heard of. I had to look it up. The dumbest allergy, and it's not even a fatal allergy. It's just that my throat will swell shut, and then I'll have to eat the thing I'm allergic to. I don't know. How do you break an allergy, right? It's 2 months of your allergy. If you're allergic to cats, you have to live in a litter box for 2 months before you break the dander problem. Come on, people with asthma with smoke. It's possible. Stand under a tree. Let the sun make you warm. Stand next to a tree. How about at least stand next to a tree? Soups. I want to do soups all winter, all summer. It's at the middle of May. Still got nothing done. and do all sorts of shit. These people doing dumb work. I don't care that that's not the nicest way to put that, but there's people doing simple things, which are simple does not mean, well, simple and very essential things, but it is quite cold for me. I can do what these people do. I don't understand. I think it's nicer to have waken up with the just resisting it all the way. There's a game called Stanley Parable, and if they give you two options and say do one and don't do the other. If you don't do the other, the game is like 4 hours of this. I told you not to, and you keep on going back through the last thing to the first thing, and you keep on ticking them off in reverse. So I think me being, idealistic kind of makes me think that if I were to do any of these things, I would enjoy it. I would enjoy it. That's not a soup, that's a dip. I would enjoy it. So I hate myself for not enjoying life. I'm pretty sure that's the same for people who are productive. We got a walker. Alright, so what's up with this? Poultry, snacks. Yeah, I would love protein pancakes for breakfast. And fruit smoothie for lunch. And then when my stomach is, smaller doses. Small doses. Almost like all brunches or lunch in fucking Spanish. Not a meal. And kind of an appetizer throughout the day. And so that makes you go, if I'm going to have appetizers, I'm going to have the whole chicken. The burger's a little greasy to have before work or right before work or right before school or right before a workout. But if you're hungry, food is food. And solid food is better than the milk powder all the time. And ultimately, this is just protein, so I'll need more water. You can dry out elsewhere to get the water your body unsponges. I don't know the general deal. So we're going to start talking about that. And just, not eating. They say, what is it? Added sugar on products. So that means there's still some sugar in it. So it's like you gotta just eat what you want. And so it's like, well, what do I eat? Steak and potatoes only? Or both? No. So it's really ancient nutrition. Bone broth protein. You just go buy a rotisserie chicken. And then when you pick it clean, put it in a pot of water or crock pot. And cook that thing for an hour on high crock pot, low stove, and you have your own bone broth. The perfect. I was just talking about paleo living. I like this black and tan colored skin going on. Just like in a dumb sense. Very normal, very just chill for things, movable things, tangible items. I don't know about decor. Perhaps for the decorum. And so, yeah, just have like little chunky things of this and that. What else was it? Fish. Desserts is a honey cake. It looks like a dry ass carrot cake. Or like a hemp. Look up hemp protein bars. It's still not that bad. It's not rinsing out of this fucking thing very well. Oh, there it goes. Let's get a little better. Dooby-dooby-doo. Sorry. The bone broth. I see this thing. That's a thing. There's not really much else to talk about. I don't typically. I don't understand it. I also don't understand being at home and having it just be a mess and just someone just having to live with it. Life as a fucking mess when you can just get rid of the clutter. Now, I realize that's someone else's mess. So I should worry about my mess. And my mess is just absurd. I would love to clean. Brownies. Some sort of burger minus meat. Pretty dope looking though. Like all the stuff you could put on a burger. except for the bread. The there's a bowl of honey for dipping. Sweet. The okay, that looks like ginger root. Milk, ginger milk. Don't mind if I do. The and I want to eat more beets. For speaking of fiber and stuff. Anything that grows is I already said that is an antioxidant. Another video. All right, so brownies are good, high protein. You need to eat, and you're breaking the fast you want to eat. But like I don't know, I can only eat pizza like once. I really think it's not a cheat day; it's a cheat meal. So I'll eat a pizza or a whole pizza, and your body's like, oh, I need to rid things, burn out the guts, and like all this and that. Because if you eat too light, and it's like a vegetarian trying to eat a steak, your stomach might not be able to handle it. So the pancakes for breakfast, as long as they're relatively healthy. Look up like an athlete's pancakes or something. Don't just have quick mix. Anyway, mushroom. Coconut milk is pretty dope. Rice milk is good. Oat, pea, tiger nut, and chickpea milk. I can't have the pea milk. I'm allergic. Almond milk is thicker and better taste. But the almond milk will get you going. Yeah, so I'm gonna pure power ketone. Acrylic acid. I don't know what that means. Fats. Convert fats to ketones even faster. They have aminos for that. So you don't need aminos before you go to work out, because you can have whey powder before you work out that has aminos. You can have meat before you work out. Aminos are something like if you don't have time for breakfast, perfect idea. That's why the milk is occasionally perfect for breakfast. It's got the carbs, like I said, pancakes, toast, stuff like that. Protein is aminos. And this is the food episode. I'm sorry it's getting so long. There are other videos. I'm just gonna talk about food. Anything you know about me, or perhaps don't know about me, I'm not gonna talk. That's a little hard to say. I'm not gonna talk about this episode. A little bit of warm, a little bit of sun. Yeah. What? Crunch time. Am I skipping? New stores. Food vacations. Let's go on a food vacation. Let's drive 30 minutes for dinner. I don't know. Kale chips. I love fatty, unhealthy salami and kale and mustard on rye. Hard rye. Like those ones that they sell, the little square rye bread loaves that are this long and little squares. Don't give me the big loaf. Just hard. Oh, it's so good. And then just black coffee. I talk about that. I think I talk about that in every episode. Blue corn chips. Love it. And then they're fried in fat, so you gotta be careful. I wonder if they make blue corn canola kettle chips. And I wish I knew how to make corn chips or tortillas from scratch without the this is flour. I hate flour in my palm print. Does anybody else hate flour in their palm print? I think I do. This is taking forever. This is ridiculous. Oh, I need to get with this old car. I need to take a cassette. I don't know what the acronym is for cassette. A cassette tape to headphone cord thing. But before I do that, since there's a short from the radio, which is above your head in front of the guy in the box, to his right, that speaker is shorting on. It was working fine and then just went. I hate taking this thing apart. Because take it apart, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know the back of the radios. But the speaker on my left side, I detached because the polarity switched and I didn't want to cut the wires, switch them, and then tie them together and then fall apart in there, whatever. Just they both would work. I just didn't feel like, so I plugged the one to the other. But if that one's out, I'll unplug the bad one that's ain't connecting so they won't short. And this one will work without me having, the other one by my leg will work without it. Grain-free goodness, grain-free regular tortilla chips. I've always loved tortillas and milk. Or not tortillas, that's dumb. Corn chips and milk. When I get to the bottom of this, yeah, this is not, what is superfluous is the word? Effulsive. It's good, but it's basically Diet Rockstar. What? Name drop. And vanilla whey powder, so it's a vanilla Rockstar, which is pretty dope, but it doesn't mix so well. And I'm looking at these corn chips, and I wanted the corn chips in the middle. Oh, yeah. And I'll eat that in the middle of the house. So good. Do-it-yourself bath and clear vinegar. Skip that page. When to give into your sweet tooth. Breakfast. Skip that page. Unless you have natural sugar. Skip the added sugars and don't get diet soda. Just drink water. Or drink an orange juice and be healthy, you know? There's more sugar in orange juice than there is in Pepsi. So just decide if you don't want, you're just all those preservatives to hold together something that looks like a soda pop, a soda. I said soda, and I said it when I came back to where they say pop here, we say pop here. And then I switched back, and I had trouble. Why did I questioning why? And it's very weird. Ask our, so fruits, salmon, eggs, oats, lemon. Oh yeah. If I put you put eggs, oats, banana, and white powder and water in a blender. That is about as close to dog food as you can get for people food as it gets. Just boom. There you go. But I don't like eating raw eggs. Nobody likes a lot of things inside. You can. I don't dig on it. But I also don't like dry eggs. Apple cider vinegar, maple syrup, and ginger. I like a lemon matcha. They take this big giant wheel and they grind, it's a mortar and pestle. Only the mortar never touches, the stone never touches the bowl. It gets super damn close, and then it's a big one, and then they put in more tea. Than the layer, than the clearance level, and this big mortar, it basically swings on chain, and has to swing slow so that when it grinds, it doesn't make it hot, and slow as possibly can be. The thing grounds this tea into this until it's just like this powder, and then they take the stems out and they do it again. Just absolutely, it's almost a mulching of the thing. It's with the same texture of a dry rot that would just diffuse. There we go. Diffuse into. Who said that? You're welcome. Thank you. Jalapeno honey dills. That's dope. You can just put the dill in the vinegar and just pickle anything. Oh, we didn't plant. Did we plant? Oh yeah, we did. It all came back. I was worried. It's like, what's coming back if the mint didn't come back? It would have been the whole garden is dead. And then it's middle of May and it's cold. Green tea, salted brownie. That's the other thing. I love salt, and I've got to have it. And I read this thing was, if you just, I loved eating raw broccoli or raw carrots and raw spinach and this and that and raw vegetables and this and that. I got to the point where I wasn't cooking any of my vegetables. I was having plenty of vegetables. And the neck bumps. God, I look thin almost. What is that about? All right, so this is important. Daybreaker. Carbs. Irresistible tea. Well, clearly the tea, syrup, maple syrup, mint. So that's the slow I call slow caffeine. and long herbs. Mint is a very potent herb. Drink to your health. Lemon, ginger, honey. Oh, this is immunosupportive. Lemons. So some sort of acidity to get your stomach health get your stomach up to speed. You don't want to get too acidity. You can't eat only lemons. People who eat only lemons get only cancer quicker. You want things like strawberries. I saw this thing almost another revelation was that the only thing that goes in the body at a certain point, I've talked about this before, thank you, is cancer. But you can get cancer from too much sun damage. It damages the cells. So wouldn't the cold space help? 40 minutes and 45 seconds. Covers of other magazines. Spring's hottest new reads. New hotness. I don't like the things that you see on the internet where people say, oh, well, like Bar Brothers is good, but then you'll see something, just for as many good diet programs online, you'll see something for guys. You'll see something that says, another thought. You'll see something that says, oh, well, pay $40 a week and I'll give you a diet plan. And they just go, and stamp, send. And there's really nothing. But you want, there are these programs where you go, oh, we'll pay $25 a month and we'll send you 3 outfits a week or something like that. And you pay, or you just sign up, and once you don't send back, they charge you. And that's kind of what you want. You want an interactive experience from online trainers, or go get a real trainer. It's kind of weird. Sometimes I've seen some fat trainers, and I go, what? I'm a fat trainer. I can do that. At home with a person. That's good for your health. Once upon a cookbook about chefs. That could help. Gather and graze. With a couple of ribs on this plate. I wish ribs grew on trees. But I guess was really where that's pork and milk is not a kosher thing, but it tastes delicious in my stomach. And I took Italian sausage, ground a loaf of Italian sausage, and spread it super thin, and I put it in the griller, pressed it shut, and grilled it completely. And so now, that's the only way I want it pork. The pork seems just gets too dry too quick. There's some pink pork that's good, but you gotta spend a lot of money on it. Canadian bacon is just ham. A lot of Japanese wellness. Kintsugi. A lot of vowels at the end of their words. The Japanese art of nourishing mind, body, and spirit. Asian flavor. Approaches the kitchen. Encourages home cooks to approach the kitchen open to inspiration as a way of deepening a relationship with food. So thinking of new ideas brings you closer. Being open to new ideas brings you closer to learning in a spiritual event. Being open to new ideas. I've got to say this to say that right. Being open to new ideas brings you closer to learning as a spiritual event. Now, how spiritual does spiritual need to be if a spiritual could chop wood? How much do you care about other people is another thing. But if you don't, obviously that would limit that. But if you don't really want to know other people because they're monsters. Did you see that one where they were protesting the embassy moved from not the capital to the capital because they thought the capital should stay, the embassy, our embassy, should stay where it is because when they took the land back, it would be in their capital and we would be forced to deal with them. That's a long fucking game of pool. Oh my God. All the way back, I'm sick of playing. All the way forward, it's a dumb game. Oh my God. And that the same people who didn't like it live inside the boundary, don't want to move back. Oh my God. Talk about wasted energy on a workout. That kind of energy you waste I'm being that angry? Oh my God. That's absurd. And they had dug tunnels, 2 holes, in hopes that there'd be that somebody would punch a hole in the fence and they could all bust out of those fuckers like goddamn militant gophers. And the oil junkies, special operations popped them before they could come out of those fucking things. Like whack-a-mole in a day, because they thought they could mask a protest of 4,000 people with no protest signs, with heavily armed, and then have the deeply armed, like, what do you get, like, weapons grade evil, just in weight. Like, this is medieval. You're watching me on a screen. Talking about digging holes so that you can make sure nobody votes. If both sides lose, anybody outside of that will burn it to the ground, burn a hole in the ground where it was. What kind of victory is that? And that's why, we don't do that. We don't shit where we sleep. So you treat your kitchen as a good place. You treat your fridge as a good place. Your body is a temple, so you put good things into your body. You start by getting a magazine, an email subscription, an email list, or a website to something healthy. And anytime they say your dream comes true with a magic potion, skip those. All right, and you'll be at my table. True Roots. This all pulls together. 5 ways to reimagine food waste. Tell the college kids they can pick out of the grocery store's dumpster. Boom. One way. Done and done. Done and done. Oh my goodness. Support partnerships. Meet your new favorite tea. Oh. Yeah. It was a consume tea, not the other countries. I don't know what that has to do with food waste. Who wastes tea? The leaves used in coffee leaf teas contain high levels of antioxidants. Have we ever made a coffee leaf tea? They pull off those coffee beans, and they have to hack them out of the shell that looks like those stink green balls here in the Midwest, or avocados, like hybrid thin whatever. And then the bean comes out and they roast that. And that's just pulp, and that goes in the compost and other things. That's to be mixed on. The leaves are put back in the ground for mud and all that kind of crap. For the tree roots or where it is, it wouldn't hurt. Why would the fruit hit the tree? Fruit of the poison tree or something. When it's stolen, that's when it's bad. The nice save. Running up on time. Yeah, see, it's only. Wow. Okay. I didn't know I lifted 2. I thought I was supposed to do the chicken at 2. A little more sunlight. Have to go in. Oh, and I did went and applied for that stupid. I sent an email on that list for that trainer thing, and they didn't call me back. So apparently, I'm right. You have to have. Some people go to college for like 4 years to be the fitness degree and stuff. So I don't want to. I would take it if they called, but I don't want to snake anybody. So don't make it. I'm not gonna like rub it in my own face. What is it? I'm not gonna be hard on myself if it doesn't happen. I'm not gonna rub it in anybody else's face either, But that's me. I'm not gonna count my chickens before they hatch in front of other people regarding that specific issue. Tells you how far behind I am in actually making sense about anything. Get in the shroom boom. I like that kind of fiber in the vitamin E. I don't know what's in mushrooms. Upcycle nutrient-rich castaways, and that's what I thought it was talking about. Meet your new favorite tea. There's compost tea. So you you get your compost bucket, and then you add water so the vegetables really rot before you dump it onto the compost. Give it a jump because things degrade 3 or 4 times faster in water. Bacteria breaks down. So you want your cheese dry. That's why your refrigerator takes the moisture out, doesn't make it colder. It's true. And the condensation is removed. And the human body is, there's another loop. The human body is 60% water. So a drier place would be deep space. I don't know who that is. Upcycle nutrient-rich castaways. Huh. I don't know. I'm picturing you save this nub of the carrot, you put it in water, you won't get a new carrot, but you will get the green leaf stem out of the top, and then you can do something with the stuff out of the top. Turning mud into leaves, and leaves mulch make for better mulch. I don't know. If you haven't tried aquafaba yet, now it's the time. Not only have I not tried it, it does not look like a word. Aquafaba is chickpea broth. Chickpea broth, whatever, is part of the mushy. Just mush that up. Declutter your kitchen. I wish. That's what I was talking about. She's such a mess. It's like trying to find a place to eat on top of moving boxes. Doesn't clean. I'm not. It's not just me. Ease pain. You would think I could read a 4-letter word. Ease pain naturally. Before reaching full relief. Let me try the jerk. Before reaching full relief in the form of a pill, consider one of these natural pain fighters. Picture of joint pain. Spicy food. Stomach pain. Herb oils, including mint. I said that a long time ago. Probably one of the first couple of videos. The toothache, cloves. I can't think of an alternative. I would just say, I got a toothache. It's always because of meat. You know, not that I don't even eat red meat anymore, which is weird. I used to when I can remember my first steak, which I talked about before. This is and also bastards. I don't know, past, present, future. There is an in Klingon. Side note, and then and that so when I'll go to the gym, so eating the dairy, drinking the dairy, and brush my teeth, wash my hair, brush my teeth, clean up, get back to that one. All right. I'm just going to throw that out. That looks awful. And for some reason, whey just does not mix like the milk powder does. It's almost like the milk powder is. It's not been false. It's been freeze dried. I don't know the scientific terms. Cooking with collagen. Almond bars. What is this? Broccoli. This is that thin broccoli. So yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of a weird thing to get people just to not have. Like I would say, it's a midlife crisis, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go to the gym. Isn't that there's a song Wyclef Jean and the guy and Santana, Carlos Santana. Thank you. Why couldn't I put the two in order? There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Do 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 do. Happy, gut, healthy, everything. So that's the gist of this review. Stomach, and I always go listen to your stomach. The chicken, pepper, salt, yogurt, pickle relish, and a little bit of paprika on top. I don't think it's supposed to be the spicy paprika from Spain. I think it's supposed to be the sweet paprika from Mexico. Which is weird because I always thought everything from Mexico was picante. Alright, and so this is running up on time. Yeah. This looks good. I hate snap peas. All fiber, but it's just going to be me getting used to it. Ooh. Oh, it's a fruit salad. Oh, and this red one is, that red cabbage is kohlrabi. It's very bitter cabbage. It is bitter. To me, it tastes like pine. It smells. And so no amount of cooking it fixes it. I wonder if there's a kohlrabi coleslaw. Kohlrabi sauerkraut. That might be okay. In the general sense of when people put vinegars, balsamic vinegar on salads, it might have one of those flavors, but I really don't know. You know, sometimes I want my stomach to feel better, and I'll have grapes, 1 part grape, 2 part olives, and you put it in a food processor blender until it's just a paste jelly dip thing or whatever. And you have it with the thin bread or on toast. It's called tapenade. Yes, it's called tapenade. Who's echoing? I'm going to bite my ear. It's very good. Other, you know, gotta be healthy. All the foods are things you can eat. Mind blown! All right, ginger braised chicken thigh. Okay. Oh, that's a beer. It's totally a beer. What about probiotics? Yeah, sauerkraut, yogurt, beer, milk. Is that bacon? That ninja has bacon. All right. And as far as me getting things up, actually any success in life, I hope part of writing the motivational book was because I didn't want to not have it. And it sounds like it's going to be horrible, and I don't know. I didn't want to have one of those things where it's, of all the things I'd accomplished, it was not going to be, I don't know, I didn't want my legacy to not have anything legendary, nothing, how do you say, legacy-ic to it. So yeah, and I'll eat just damn near anything. Good, a healthy gut starts with the gut lining. This looks wildly Mediterranean. Oh, kimchi and vegetable fried black rice. Oh. So let's say I eat this. That looks very healthy. It's well-rounded and all that stuff. I would have to drink more water for that than I would for the meat. My body's carnivore, so I would try to move, be active, and try and turn up my metabolism just by embolic, not embolic metabolism, the interior, just the fire within, and start moving and try to process that or whatever. But if not, well, no, I think either way, with I would need some water to get it done, and water would slow me down a little bit because my body goes, oh, if I'm topped up, if I don't want to be waterlogged, I got to keep an eye on that. So then the moving has to be rather just kind of slow and steady, and that's why vegetarians graze. And I don't think they feel bad physically. I don't know how your emotions are tied to your nerves. My emotions are very much tied to my stomach, and not to morality. I do think in the psychopath sense I have a rigid definition of perfect morality, whether I follow it or not. I enjoy being clean. I don't always do clean things. The most unclean. What? Wasn't there something about Klingon? I don't know. Klingons eat a lot of stuff like this. It'll be like, this is very kimchi, vegetable fried black rice, but it would also have like, and then at the last minute put in oysters on top. it's food. To me, I go, oh, and then my brain will go, oh, protein and this and that. Otherwise, this is way too much. This is 4 meals. That's a whole day right there. That might as well be a plate of paella. Ow. I'm not a cat. Yep, he's old. No, hey, just something. Like, the bone was like, you know, you don't do that. I don't know how I did it. Maybe I'm kind of like arched here. Oh, fun fact. 95% of your body's serotonin, a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in your brain-gut communication, I must have been looking at that, is housed in your gut. Not only does serotonin play a role in mood regulation, but it also helps in the regulation of bowel movements, which explains why you may experience gastrointestinal distress when you are stressed. So, if you would have made this 6 portions and ate that throughout the day, perhaps the bad news wouldn't be so bad. Not because of what you ate, not because of what you will eat, but because your stomach doesn't care, and it's fine with that. I think we're going to wrap it up here. I do have to go work out. That's an hour, too. But yeah, look, Klingon food. Look, baby, Klingon food. Y'all, part of the problem with the Klingon, I noticed, is the subject comes first. Or no, doesn't the verb always come first? When I go, he knows her, that means you're really saying she knows him. He does know, comma, that lady. So it's very interesting, but the point of the sentence comes first. So that shit fits in very well. I loved that show. I was gonna almost watch it again. I downloaded the first season, and it was for free. And it was, I don't like streaming sites, so I downloaded it, and it was out of sync. Herb salmon cakes, and basically they go. I've been told, have one or two dishes, know how to make them. I've said it before. My lips are chapped. I definitely need some water, and then the tea will be good. Oh, and the other thing of that, Mother's Day, sweet potatoes, yams, whatever that white root looking thing is, I forget. If you tell me what you want and I have time to prepare it, I will make the bomb version of it. Well, I will pick a bomb version of it and show it to you. Food is such an important, like, when those cooking shows and the chef goes, well, food is an art form, I go, I'm not an artist, but I believe you. All right, so look at this. Now, this looks good. Like, if you don't agree that that's just a plain-ass beautiful omelet, then that's wonderful. You're doing great. I can't believe you watched the whole thing. You must have nothing to do. That almost looks like a salmon omelet. I'm sorry, I thought that was ham and red peppers. What is that, like salmon and beets? Ah, there goes the egg. A golden fork. Whatever it is, it's too much. I almost want aluminum silverware. And no grooves. Can we agree that the silverware should not have grooves? If perhaps it needs a design, not an inlay, but an outlay, a shape. Bumps and grooves. The grooves get the black tar in there. I don't know if it's such a waste. I have to spend time washing silverware. I spend time making the dinner because it's essential and it will taste better if done right. Washing silverware does not fancy. So, dishes, macaroni. You know how to make macaroni with little tomatoes in it. Boom. Something different. That's baby food. Boom. Chickpeas, steamed chickpeas on top of kale with ranch dressing. Boom. This is a vegetable loaf. I don't know. You're looking. Oh, honey cake. That from the. Remember when you were looking at the top of the book? Feed your brain. Asparagus. I don't like asparagus soup. I've just barely gotten used to asparagus. This was the thin tacos thing. This also looks good. There's two. We got the omelet. We got tacos. I'm big on making Mexican food but plating it like a Mediterranean food. We're there. We're there. What is that? Actually, that looks pretty dope. I'm just showing you. Hey, things I'm looking at. Oh, sardines. Sardines are the other can. I don't expect anybody else to eat sardines. Yogurt. I guess I was learning like when the milk for lunch or whatever that I guess I'll have to. I didn't like yogurt since I was a kid. They have Greek yogurt. Vanilla Greek yogurt tastes like plain white yogurt did when I was a kid. Like something about it just takes me back. I don't know what the deal is. Pepper dips. I don't know if these are healthy, but whatever. Anyway, and so speaking about lazy people, we can eat healthy and do things and go farther than ever before just by having the right amount of nutrition. I thank you for watching this video. I hope you live longer by eating that. Spinach dip. This is a little dry. That dip is dry. Why is your dip dry? Dry. Should not dip be. Dry, don't be dip. I think is how they would say. Spanktopia. That's it. Spanktopia, which is a good place to end it. We're going to Spanktopia. It's in my face. I'm going out. We're going out.